alive a day or so ago, and that it's 11 of them, right? So I got a lot of inquiries, like, newbie, I thought it was 10. I thought you only had 10 in that whole, yeah, yes, 10 from my body, and one that God gave me. Okay, I got him when he was 6. That's my bonus baby. That's number 11. But sometimes I just don't feel like saying all that, so it's 11 of them. So yeah, to clear it up, 10 from my body and one bonus baby. But they're all my babies. But thinking about that, it just got to newbieing on my mind, the evolution of the newbie crew, right? And the different, because in my family, we nickname everything and everybody. When there was 3, I think that's when the group names first started happening. There was 3 of them. And my nickname is Chew, and I think it was my brother who first said, "Here come Chew," and the third heard when it was 3 kids. And when there were 4, we became Chew and the Fortunate crew. At 5, we were Fifth Element. At 6, we were Season 6. 7, 7 Up. 8, we were 8 Ball. 9, we were Cloud 9, until we finally landed on top 10. They like, okay, she done, damn. Top 10. That's gonna be it. And then some years later, my bonus baby came, and they're like, what we gonna do now? And by the way, each of the children, that's kind of their nicknames. Now, the name that the crew was when they were the baby. So when it was 7 of them, the 7th child, now his nickname, instead of that being the crew name, his nickname, did that make sense? His nickname is 7 Up, like that. And then number 1 and number 10 are Alpha 1 and Omega 10. We nickname everything in body. It's just something we do in this family. So when we got to 11, now it's like, wow, the crew name been top 10 for so long. How do we fix it? I said, I got one. So his nickname is +1, so it's top 10 +1. But in the word plus, the L is replaced with the number 1, and then the one at the end equals 11. That's his number. Clever, right? That's cute, ain't it? That's cute. So yeah, that's the evolution of the Chew crew and all of the various nicknames. And another reason why we couldn't really change the top 10 name. One, we had been that for so long, or the kids had been that for so long, and we have it tattooed on us. I have it on me, and I think 5 of the children, I don't know the split, but some of them have tattoos, some of them don't have any tattoos at all. But everybody who has a tattoo of my children, that was their first tattoo. My name, and then top 10. So we already branded with it. So that's how we couldn't really change the crew name. We just added him to it. And I think that it turned out really cute. I don't know what made me, go down this rabbit hole, but y'all bored? Y'all got something else to do? Or y'all want to talk about the Honey Grants and how they got that name? Y'all want to, okay, good. So with the Honey Grants, first of all, let me start all the way back to the movie I, Robot. In that movie, the Will Smith character was close to his grandmother. He called her Gigi. When I first heard that, I had never heard that moniker for a grandmother before. I had never heard it, but I thought it was so cute. I said, whenever I have grandchildren, that's what I want them to call me. I want to be Gigi. So, I got a lot of hating people talking about, you trying to stay young, and granted, it don't have anything to do with trying to stay young. I just thought it was cute, and if you remember what Gigi and I, Robot look like, it's nothing to do with trying to keep young. Anywho, my oldest grandson, at some point, said he wanted to call me Honey Graham because I was the color of a honey bun. But so that's where the Honey Grands kind of came from, that situation. He called me that for a while, but he eventually went, matter of fact, that was not the oldest. I'm sorry, that was the second grandson. The other ones were already calling me, the older one was calling me Gigi, and so he kind of just finally started calling me that. But yeah, that's where, honey, when I tell you we nickname everything and body, every car, every, Roscoe, y'all hear me talk about, they all have names. We nickname everything and body. I don't know where that started. I just know that even with my siblings, it's always been that way. Everything and everybody had a nickname. For instance, y'all still with me or y'all gotta go? Okay. The neighbor, when we were growing up, to this day, I don't know that lady's name. Some of my oldest child, I was still talking and this thing cut off. Where did I leave off? The neighbor, Miss Tippy Toes. We called her that because she had this high step. She walked with her, chin up. She just had this walk, like she was walking on her tippy toes. For years, that's all we called her secretly. They had to have known her name. I don't know. I never knew her name, or I don't remember it. But I just know that my brother had a slip one day. She came home. We were outside, and he said, "Hey, Miss Tippy Toes." We all ran. And yeah, we got in trouble with my parents. She was a good sport. She thought it was cute and funny. My parents were not amused, baby. Hold up. Memory unlocked. Miss Tippy Toes had a son named Wesley. Wesley was an adult, probably as I can remember him, late 20s, early 30s, just from the look of him. Wesley is what we now would consider autistic, I do believe. Wesley was special. Wesley drew a picture of me sitting with my little red wagon. I would give anything to have that picture now. I just remember he walked the picture out and handed it to me, and she was right behind. Like, Wesley, no. I think, and she had a conversation with my parents. I think her thought was it might be construed to me or my parents as creepy. Like, what is this dude doing drawing a picture of this baby? But I honestly feel I was just a cute little baby to him. But it was the picture, I remember, I can see it clear as day in my mind. It was so detailed and such a beautiful, it wasn't a paint. Did I say painting? It wasn't a painting. It was done with, I'm assuming charcoal, some kind of, the chalk or whatever. It was just black. Yeah, like that. But wow, I would give anything to have Wesley, wherever you are. I hope that you're well. That is such a fond memory. Oh my God. Miss Tippy Toes and Wesley. Yeah, we nicknamed everything and body. So yes, again, I had 10 kids from my body, and I had a bonus baby. Top 10 plus 1. Go out and hug your children. It's 12 o'clock where I'm at. Do you know where your children are? Because if I just told somebody this yesterday, and I swear I'm gonna let y'all go. If I don't get, 11 is still with me. If I don't get 10 text messages tonight, I'm kicking 10 asses tomorrow. I speak to my children, even if it's just a text, even if it's just a 5-minute call. I speak to every one of my children every day, through text, through call, or through social, Snapchat, and the little spaces that they be. We communicate daily. So, yeah. Anyway, go hug somebody you love. Hug them tight. Tell them you love them. Learn things.